Smith and Trier, the tandem in the backcourt. Randall and Portis patrol the middle. And it's Barrett at the 3, the small forward. Hardaway goes in. Porzingis on the follow.
Well, when you see Porzingis attack the glass, you want to stand up in your seat. There's been these opportunities where we've seen him flying in for some highlight dunks.
Bounce pass, Smith. Portis against Porzingis. Here's Randall. Nice shot from the wing. Many players on their best behavior to start the year. Do things get more chippy as the season goes on?
If you were in a marriage, Kevin, let's say, and and you are. Let's say you had what's called the honeymoon phase.
Yes.
Right around December, that's about your 5th year of marriage. And guys start to think about, you know what, I keep seeing you every day, and I don't like how it is that I'm playing, and I don't like where we are right now. It's cold in this gym. What is going on? That might spill over occasionally to competition on the floor.
Well, because my wife plays this game, watches our broadcast,
yeah.
I'm always in the honeymoon stage.
I'm looking at you, Kevin, and I cannot believe you just said that.
I can't believe she's playing it. Doncic passes to Porzingis, shoots over Portis, and it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic. Porzingis has got 8 points.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Pass to Randall, stolen away. Oh, and here comes Porzingis all alone. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And you can see Porzingis, a great job as a big to run the floor and help get that 3.
Smith, the pass to Barrett. To the inside. Porzingis finds Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And that's another basket for them. They have really come out blazing here in the first.
Here's Smith. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. To halt the run, it's rebounded by Doncic. For Dallas, they've gotten 6 of 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Dallas moving the ball around. Smith outside. Out to the wing. There's Trier with the 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Recognizing spacing on the floor there. Dennis Smith Jr. with a nice job of delivering.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Tim Hardaway picks one up. And Greg, talking to scouts about R.J. Barrett, they love the athleticism. But what makes him especially good is the work ethic and the confidence.
Yeah, some elite prospects will take plays off. This guy never does. He's not one that sits around and reads his press clippings. He's a warrior, a leader, and he's proven to be a winner.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Bobby Portis. Marcus Morris comes in for Julius.
You saw that. Well, it's clear that Porzingis has some athleticism. That dunk right there, ferocious.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for Barrett. And Dallas also making a switch. Brokoff's checked in. Dallas shooting their first foul shot of the night. That free throw good from Porzingis.
Well, the Knicks had a lot of turnover trading for expiring contracts. They did what they could to accommodate the wishes of a lot of vets.
Yeah, the problem right now for the Knicks is they're not inviting to a lot of free agents, and that's really where they're trying to make their play. So fascinating over the course of the past decade that New York has not been able to attract the top-tier talent. So building through the draft, Coach Fizdale hopeful that they'll land a star one way or another.
Here's Gibson. New York, no good that time either.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
That one goes. Count it.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Ellington for 3. He can't hit that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building not in a good mood.
Yep, that one goes.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
54 seconds left to play in the first. And Gibson kicks to Payton. Just 5 on the clock. And they get it. Kleba with the rebound. Dallas leading by 10. Curry passes to Kleba. Here's Brokaw. Porzingis inside, defended by Gibson. Count the basket.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Knox. 8 points his last outing. From the top of the key, and that one released in time, but no good. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for Dallas. Going on an... Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
They've got Elfrid Payton. Marcus Morris is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Wayne Ellington, and it's Knox in at the 3. They're the group New York will start the second with. Ellington inside the three-point line. No good on that one. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Well, the second unit came in last game and just played lights-out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Here's Marjanovic. The Knicks pull it in. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Powell finds Marjanovic over Gibson. Here's Powell, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Powell's got 4 points this quarter.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
New York calls timeout. Brent, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what you look for all the time in replays when you see that call, it's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch up.
Yes.
Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. they can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time. And that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue to grow.
And the basket is good.
So creative on offense. Randall getting more and more comfortable handling the ball and understanding where he can get to on specific possessions.
Hardaway, no good. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Knicks. They trail by 9 points. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, we all know that circumstances and time changes everything. In Dallas, Dennis Smith Jr. thought he was going to be the cornerstone. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, everything changed. The promising point guard was traded to the Knicks, and Smith said it was important. It's a big opportunity, and I've just got to make the most of it. Kevin, we know one thing in New York, the ball is back in Smith's hands.
And DA, that's when he is at his best. Thank you. And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Fades away. Randall no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Big man who was forgotten about during free agency. Randall could be an impact player for the Knicks.
And Knicks missed out on the marquee names they were after, but Randall should give them great production for quite some time. Not a huge name, but a young talent that can help this team. And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not just about stopping the offense in the scouting report. It's about knowing where to be when those shots are going to be missed. And they're doing a nice job on the rebounding.
Dallas making a switch here. Zinkis, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Ryan Brokoff's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Seth Curry in for Jalen Brunson.
Making plays in traffic. This is where Barrett's most effective.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Porzingis kicks to Kleber. Back to Porzingis. It's rebounded by Portis.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
And the foul on Dennis Smith Jr. That is his first foul of the game. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Luka Doncic. 54 seconds left in the first half. Here's Brokoff. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Trier. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Porzingis inside, working on Portis. That one drops for him.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Smith the pass to Trier. Curry brings the double. Here's Barrett. And there it is for him. Barrett's got 6 in the quarter.
Seemed to be laying in the weeds there in the first quarter, but now we're seeing him come out, put all the cards on the table, and ramp it up.
The pass to Porzingis. Here's Brokoff. He kicks it to Curry. With 2 seconds left, the shot will not fall. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. It was all Kristaps Porzingis in the first quarter. He ended up with 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Shaq, what's your take on Dallas?
Well, they're out in front tonight because of their offensive rebound. Those second chance buckets.
And that'll do it.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And it's been a clinic out there by Kristaps Porzingis.
And those extra chances mean so much. And he has shaped the game with the way he's been pulling down those offensive boards.
and the team appreciating all of that dirty work going on. His activity has been phenomenal.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Hardaway is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward position. And they'll keep possession.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up, and you can't knock it down.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
Well, Fizdale, part of those great teams in Miami as an assistant coach with Eric Spoelstra. He coaches with a lot of fire and enthusiasm, is very involved emotionally in what his team does on a daily basis, and it's why a lot of these young players are gravitating towards his coaching style.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, and with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Randall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And New York hoped that Fizdale's likability would be a factor in free agency.
Yeah, I think it's going to help the Knicks as they move forward here. Try to find some stability with their coach. That way David Fizdale and his messaging can remain consistent with the type of players that they try to attract here to Gotham.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Peyton in for Dennis Smith. Knicks trail by 12. Here's Trier. Drops in the layup for 2. Trier's got 5. Doncic feeling it out. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on R.J. Barrett.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
That free throw good from Doncic. Ray, you suited up for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it is that they value most. And there were some franchises, quite frankly, Kevin, that I played for where they just wanted you to show up on time, get there, play the game, and leave. Those franchises end up having a lot of struggle to find some footing in the league. They also find trouble finding attraction from free agency because people understand the culture just isn't there. There are other teams that do so many other things well, Kevin. You feel so much more valued as a player throughout your course of your career. Those are the places that end up sticking with you. And I think the league is doing a great job from top to bottom moving in that direction. Now, some are doing it better than others. That will always be the case. But the idea around finding more completeness for what it is you provide a player is a great thing for everybody.
Peyton against Powell. Here's Randall. And Lee pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 14. And stolen by Ellington. Down low. A floater. He doesn't hit that one. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Timeout. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. Morris is checked in for New York. Kevin Knox comes in for Barrett. And that one, good. 14 points for Luka Doncic.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
To end the run, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against Dallas.
Well, we've seen indications of Peyton and his all-around game, but we just would want to see the evolution of the shot come along, just more consistent from the outside. That's the next step.
And New York making a change here. Smith is checked in. Here's Curry. Doncic outside. Passes it to Powell. Back to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Outside for Curry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And what's so impressive about Doncic is the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
All free throws good from Doncic.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And here is Payton. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Knox. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Knox has got 6.
Well, Knox getting these kind of baskets really going to help the entire offense to get going.
The drive by Lee. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season. Second, the Knicks.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success. Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Courtney Lee, the journeyman, continues to excel no matter where it is that he unpacks his bags.
Portis, he's checked in for the Knicks. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Knicks trail by 18. Payton with the ball. Makes it off the glass.
Nice dribble move for Elfrid Payton out there, shaking and making his defender sit on his heels for a little bit.
No good on that one. Great D that time from Portis. New York shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Yeah, you got to like how he hustled to guard out on the perimeter, definitely respecting the shooting ability.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Alonzo Trier's checked in for Payton. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Powell. Ryan Brokoff comes in for Luka Doncic. Hardaway's checked in for Lee. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Curry.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Knox. 6 points for him. No good with the triple. Here's Brokoff. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Smith and Trier, the tandem in the backcourt. Bobby Portis out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Knox in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 for New York right now. A shot by Trier, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Smith, the pass to Knox. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Porzingis. It's stolen by Morris. Knocks it loose. Here's Smith. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Pull-up Jay can be devastating if Smith Jr. makes the right decisions. That time he did.
Dallas calls timeout.
And a breakthrough season for Marcus Morris in 2018 and 19. Career highs almost across the board.
And the Knicks making a change here. Barrett's checked in. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Mavericks. Barea comes in for Jalen Brunson. Up again, Porzingis on the foul.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Knicks. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. And it goes down 2 points. You know, Greg, the Celtics are encouraging their players to take mental health just as seriously as their physical health. Marcus Morris brave enough to say that helped him a lot.
I mean, the Morris twins growing up in the hard streets of Philly. I mean, a lot to overcome, but by getting some help, that's exactly what Marcus is doing.
Player salary is obviously a large investment, Brent. What are some other investments that owners can make to help their team get better, either on the floor or off?
Massive one, Kevin, obviously, is in terms of your players' wellness and what it is that you're doing with your physical therapy staff, your strength and conditioning staff, because you want these guys available at the best and maximum potential physically that they can give you. A lot of teams, quite frankly, in the past couple of seasons, Kevin, looking into other ways, holistic therapies, mental approach that they can have mental wellness for their players as part of their programming. So teams that think you build some beautiful practice facility and just let the guys go bounce the ball around and shoot are absolutely missing.
Right? Yes.
Yeah, they're missing the boat on what it is that their players require, need to be complete as people.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way. And he finished it off with a lay-in.
And what I love about Barrett in transition, he can change directions at full speed.
Here's Barea. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Barea's got his first 2 points of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Here's Barrett. Trier. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Barea. Rebound by Smith. Knicks trail by 21. In the corner, Barrett with it. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And this is Barrett at his best. Looking for a shot, being active on offense.
Timeout.
Love it. Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Dallas.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Porzingis.
And this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Knox, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Damian Dotson comes in for Barrett. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Alonzo Trier. And Frank Ntilikina's subbed in for Dennis Smith. Here's Randall, drops it in from 11 feet.
Well, fleshing out his offensive attack here, Randall comfortable from that range to knock one down.
And Doncic, here we go. Good on the bucket.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Here's Ntilikina. Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Doncic, an easy 2 points on the layup.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Randall passes to Knox. They grab their own miss. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done.